Hello, Libra.
Hello.
We're here. Do it.
This is your girls, those fucking angels. And
do it. Yeah, we're here for your Libra new moon in Taurus reading.
That's right.
If you haven't yet, stop the video. It could be actually mean it, guys, and go look at the Universal Agenda link, which is in the description below, or it should be in, I don't know, generally in our video section, just the first of the series. It's always going to be before everything in this.
We took out the intros in the beginning of each one of the individual readings, so we can kind of just get into the reading. We
still do the astrology. It's just in the UA, which we thought was a clever name. Maybe people just don't like the name, but I don't know. That's where we thought it was clever, and we put our information.
It's the Universal Agenda. But anyways, Libra, Katie's going to start us off for your new moon in Taurus reading.
6 of Cups. So when we're talking about the 6 of Cups, there's lots of ways to go about this. When I watch readers, a lot of them like to play up the nostalgic past life lover situation, where this is somebody that might be romantically coming into your life that's you've known for many lifetimes, or this could be you simply being wistful and remembering how things were before the quarantine, how easy shopping was, and maybe you remember, maybe you are going as far back as your childhood, because I don't know, that's kind of normal, especially when you're sitting around a lot and you're not doing too much. You kind of regress and think about life from before, and it doesn't seem like you're having negative memories or negative romantic excursions with anybody. But there's an element of deja vu to this, probably.
Yeah,
I want to say.
I agree.
So
the card I pulled for Libra is card number 15. That's a good look at it right there. It is Big Bold Vision. It says, "You were not born to play a small role in life. You have the ability to dream big. Even if you have absolutely no idea about how your vision can come to pass or what all the details may look like, you can access the heart and guts of a vision by tapping into your wildest dreams and surrendering attachment to exactly how it will all work out. The details are up to the creative genius of the universe. You are an active
contributor, probably.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, bleh. Contributing participant, but not the sole player in your life journey." So I'd like to just point out like 2 key words, which was surrendering attachment is the first one, and the second one was but not the sole player in your life journey. And I feel like those two connect with non-attachment, but also you're not the soul. You're not just
right.
One
so
person.
there's it could be that, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I feel like there's definitely people in your life involved. I don't know.
You may be reminiscing on times.
I feel like maybe you're thinking about somebody you broke up with.
Yeah, a little bit of an attachment, you know. You're wishing you could have that again.
It felt like you guys had a really, really good connection, perhaps. Oh, I read for a Libra before, in person, and this is really reminding me of that client. But I wonder. Anyway,
you have the opportunity, if this is something you're missing, something that you thought you really loved, you have the opportunity with this card, Big Bold Vision, to create exactly what you had in that scenario, but even better. Like,
I was just watching, I discovered Shallon Lester, and I was watching something about having exes come back, and then actually I think this one was about Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, and it had something to do with having an overcompensating mindset with breakups and swinging wildly back and forth between personalities when you've broken up with somebody and you're you because you met somebody else. It's like the 80-20 thing where the partner represents 80% of what you need, and then you meet somebody that has that 20%.
Oh.
That is, and it's really, you become fixated on the 20% that this person has, and then you break up with the 80 for the 20, and then you become unsatisfied because it was such an overcompensation for what you thought you needed in life, and you're thinking about the 80. So I feel like
that could definitely,
it's something that kind of convoluted. Like, emotions are really crazy right now with, I mean, like everybody was saying, just on the news recently, that Bumble, Tinder, all these dating whatever apps are booming because people are just wanting, like, yearning for connection right now. And I feel like Libras are going to be looking for connections, but I would say you broke up with this person for a reason. And that's something Shallon Lester was talking about also in this thing that I wanted to make a point about. She was saying that when you're considering getting back with an ex and they're saying they're sorry, they know they fucked up, then this is what they did wrong. Be very careful to listen for them to say, this is what I'm doing to fix it. This is how I'll never go backwards. This is how I'm making sure that I stay accountable to myself. That look for ways they're gluing their integrity back together, instead of hear how they are taking accountable for what they did. Because yeah, you can know what you did was a piece of shit thing to do, but what are you going to do not to do it again?
Sorry means nothing when there's no action to back it up. So, it's just a word. It's just air. You
have to really, really listen into the situation that you're in. I feel like this does have to do with the relationships, but it's also where you're at in your boundaries in the middle of a relationship, and whether or not you're trying to be interdependent or codependent.
Makes sense to me. The last card for you Libras is card number 38, and it is Restore and Replenish. You are in need of something so much deeper than rest. You need restoration, replenishment, and revival. This will not necessarily come from lying around somewhere, taking a moment out of your day, or even evening activities. You are more likely to gain what you need by breaking with your routine completely and doing something different. You need some variety, some spice, some change to bring fresh energy into your body, mind, and heart. You need to restore and revive yourself by changing the usual flow of energy through your being. You could stimulate this process by going to a different place, meeting different people, and taking different action to what you would usually do.
I feel like this is like big time screaming, like this has to do with personal development on your end and their end.
Yeah, like if you want change, you have to change.
Yeah, look for evidence of change having been made. Don't look for it and repeating the same pattern and giving it another shot.
Yeah, if there's something, that keeps getting repeated in your life, whether it's you feel like you're having to deal with the same lesson, it comes down to what's the common denominator. If you're not feeling confident on what's going wrong, it's time to break things down and give yourself a chance to really understand what's going on. I feel like then you can restore, replenish, manifest in the proper way.
Cards, man.
Yeah, no, this is about you guys. Change. If you want change, you need to change. If things aren't going right in your life, you got to mix things up. That's
Libra. The change you want is in going back to the ex. The change is something else entirely. This needs to be a flow of energy change, exchange change. Like you need to maybe volunteer somewhere where you'll be safe. I know it's weird in COVID times. You can't just like walk up into a soup kitchen like you used to if you wanted to and sign up.
Yeah.
There's ways to volunteer. You could be on a crisis hotline. Perhaps you've had some heavy energy that you've been able to work through that you can lend some advice to. That's one way you could lend help. Just be there for somebody. But I would say if this is an ex that you're feeling nostalgic about, and I feel like this is relationship energy because everything just speaks about that. So just like cut the expectations loose. I'm not saying this person isn't worth having in your life on some level, but I would not at this point, unless you're seeing evidence of change and improvement in pattern for consistent amount of time. I wouldn't go backwards with this. I'm not thinking that that's the right thing to do. So.
All right, so that concludes your new moon in Taurus reading from us for you Libras, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.